Now let's just compare the record of failure of Kamala Harris with the record of success of Donald J. Trump. President Trump created the strongest economy in history, at least within living memory of this country. Before the pandemic, in 4 years, America gained 7 million new jobs. Isn't that crazy? 7 million new jobs in just 4 years. Unemployment dropped to the lowest rate in 50 years. We lifted more than 10 million people off of welfare, and household income soared to a new record. And after losing in the previous two administrations, one Democrat, one Republican, we lost 60,000 American manufacturing jobs, 60,000 factories under the two previous administrations, and under 4 short years of President Trump's leadership, we built 12,000 new factories. That is what we can achieve when America's leaders put the citizens of America first. Now, after COVID, President Trump set America on the path to a powerful, inflation-free recovery. All Kamala Harris had to do was leave it alone. And by the way, while we're on the topic of Kamala Harris, we've got some of our friends in the media. I just can't quite get over how dishonest the American media is about Kamala Harris. The craziest thing. Now, we have to remember, for 3.5 years, people like Elissa Slotkin, who's running for Senate here in Michigan, and Democratic leaders all across the country, they would say things, and the American media would back them up, that President Biden, for 3.5 years, he's as sharp as he's ever been. He's sharp as a tack. Remember that? The American media act for 3.5 years like this guy was Albert Einstein. And now they want to tell us that Kamala Harris is the second coming of Abraham Lincoln. We don't buy it. We don't believe it. What she actually did, what the actual record is that she inflicted the American people with the worst affordability and inflation crisis in generations. Now, this is not rocket science, my friends. When inflation happens, when the government spends and prints money that we don't have, that makes your hard-earned money worthless. And that makes Kamala Harris directly responsible for this inflation disaster because she cast the tie-breaking vote on nearly $2 trillion in reckless spending. Not just that, she then cast another tie-breaking vote on a radical left-wing spending wish list, which spent millions and billions of dollars on green energy scams. That was another couple $1 trillion. And while they weakened the dollar, Biden and Harris cracked down on American energy. That is a recipe for the terrible affordability crisis that we have on this country. You combine that with the regulatory agenda, you combine the energy problems, you combine the trillions of dollars in reckless spending, and you have got inflation into the stratosphere. Now, instead of buying energy from every dictator around the globe, which is what Kamala Harris wants to do, under President Trump, we're going to embrace a very simple principle. We're going to get American energy from American workers in American territory. We are going to drill, baby, drill. That's going to cut down prices, and that's going to create a lot of prosperity for the American people. Now, Kamala Harris and her Democrat friends, they didn't just shut down American energy, print trillions of dollars, they also extended, we forget this, the economy-crushing lockdowns, and then they overran the country with tens of millions of illegal aliens. Now, you bring in 30 million people and you weaken the dollar, that is how you get the inflation crisis that we have. Now, here just in Michigan, and it's similar in Ohio, and it's similar in a lot of states across the Midwest, the average family is spending $1,000 more a month just to buy what they were buying 4 years ago. That's $12,000 a year just to live the same normal middle-class life. And have wages gone up $12,000 under Kamala Harris? No, they haven't. So I ask a very simple question President Trump asked it just a couple of days ago. Are you better off than you were 4 years ago? Absolutely not. So let's bring Donald Trump back, right? It's that simple. So